ladies and gentlemen, we're doing day one for our spiel here. Okay, so let's see what we have. All right. So you should have typed out the bulk of your report so far. So let's take a look and see what we should have. So you should have your name and the page number. And if you look at the second page, you know you did it right because it has page 2. Back up to the top. All right, you should have your first name, last name, a double space, my name, the class name. Put a little capital there. The class name, you should have today's date. You should have the title of the song or the report centered. You should have the bulk of the report written out. And this paragraph should have a half-inch first line indent. Take a look at the ruler. It should look like this. Okay, so you don't need any of the bibliography, the works cited page, the parenthetical references yet. We're going to do that right now. Okay? All right, let's take a look and see what our spiel tells us. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's a quick list of what we're going to do. You can do this, or you can follow along with what I say. Probably should follow along with what I say. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is learn about autocorrect as you type. So go ahead and write this down, and then I'm going to show you what to do. Okay, so let's say this. Let's say I want to write a sentence here, and I write, he went to the store. And you can see I'm going to spell the wrong on purpose. As soon as I hit the space bar, it auto-corrects it. Now, if I want to, I can click on the little blue thing, and I can say I can change it back to te if I want. Okay, so that is autocorrect, and that is how you manage your autocorrect. Okay. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so let's see what's next here. We're going to change the bibliography style to MLA. Okay, so let's go back to our thing. Okay, so here's what we do. So we're going to go to references, and then we're going to go to the style, and you're going to change it to MLA 6th edition. So now the Microsoft Word knows that you're doing an MLA report, and it's going to adjust your works cited page accordingly. Okay, so now we're going to insert a citation and create its source and edit it to add page number. So here's what we're going to do. So if you're doing the thing out of the book, just put it where it looks like it should be in the book. If you're doing it from a report on a song, you can stick this anywhere. But for me, what I'm going to do, actually what we should probably do is this. So for us, we're going to click at the end of the song, okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to insert a parenthetical reference. So you're going to go to references, and you're going to insert citation. And for me, I've already typed them out, but for you, you're going to add a new source. Okay, so click Add New Source, and for this particular thing, it's going to be a sound recording. Okay. See, can you see it? Oh, there it is, sound recording. And then you just fill in all the information. So you can do the composer and all so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to have to find this information. So where do you find the song information? Well, where do we find any information on the internet? So I'm going to type in the Black Keys. And let's see what we can find. Oh, there it is. Lonely Boys, the Black Keys, Wikipedia. Okay. And so you can see the song Lonely Boy. It is from the guy who wrote it was Dan Arbach. Okay. And so we're going to put his name there. You can see that it was produced in Nashville. You can see the producer was Danger Mouse. All right, so what we're going to do is by the time we're done, so we get all the information here. So by the time we're done, it's going to look a little something like this. So for me, I've already done it, so I'm just going to click here. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to edit it. So we're going to click on this little arrow, and we're going to edit the source so you can see what it looked like for me. Okay, so we have all this. So here's all the stuff, what it's going to look like when I'm done. Okay, and then the other thing you're going to do is this. You're going to edit the citation because we're going to pretend like this is from a book, and we're going to put the page numbers. So it's 22 through 28. Okay, go ahead and do this sort of thing right there. Okay, so now you have your reference for your song. If you're doing the report on from the book, you're going to modify this to do it the way they said to do it. Okay, all right, now let's keep going. Okay, so now we're going to insert a footnote. Okay, So let's say I want to talk about that. This song is about a guy who wants a second chance with his girl that he hurt in their last relationship. He wants her back and is trying to apologize. Okay, so I want to say more about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the references and I'm going to insert a footnote. Okay, and you can see that it put the superscript there, and then I have an option to type my thing here. So I'm going to say something about I didn't take her out to lunch. So I'm just going to type gobbledygook so that you don't have to watch me type, but you type something important, okay? And so that what they want is they also want a placeholder at the end of this. Okay, so let's type. So you type in your footnote, and then we're going to insert a reference. So we're going to do a citation. You're going to add a new source. Okay, just like we did before. I already have one, so I'm just going to use this one. Okay, and then so if you let's click on this thing again, and so yours should look something like this. Okay, this one's from a book. Here's the book. All right. So type all this stuff out, just like this, and we'll put it down there. Okay, and then again, on this particular one, we're going to edit the citation, and we're going to add page number. Okay, and we're going to get rid of all the other stuff. And click OK. So it's just going to put the number there. Okay? All right, do that. Okay, good. Let's keep going. Okay, so now we need to modify the footnote style. Okay, so we did this footnote, but it doesn't match the MLA report because we all know that the MLA report should be Times New Roman, it should be 12-point font, it should have a half-inch first line indent, it should be double spaced, so let's do that. All right, so we're going to right-click on it, and we're going to change the style, okay, and we're going to choose all categories, we're going to choose footnote, and we're going to modify it, and so we know that it needs to be Times New Roman. Okay, we know it needs to be 12-point font. We know that it should not be single spaced or 1.5 spaced, but double spaced. And then also click here, and we're going to format it, and we're going to format the paragraph, and we're going to add our special half-inch first line indent, 0.5 first line indent. We're going to click OK, and so now we know that we click all that. So now we know that, watch this, so we know that if we keep typing this stuff here, if it goes to 2 lines, which is probably going to be, okay, you can see that we have our half-inch first line indent. It's double spaced. You can see that's 12-point font. Good. All right. Okay, so now the next thing I want you guys to do is I want you to look at the number of words. So we come down to the status bar, and right now I have 447 words. Okay, let's double click on that thing right there and make sure you include the text boxes, footnotes, and endnotes. Okay, we double clicked on this, click that, click OK. And so now I want you to write this down. Let's go to our spiel here and let's see where we're at. So far you should add, okay, we added this one. Okay, and now you have to answer this question on your notes. How many words are in your document? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to add something from a website. So we're going to add this source right here. Okay, so you can do that anywhere you want if you're doing the report on a song. If you are doing the one from the book, put it where they put it. So let's go back to our Word document, and we're going to find a good spot to enter that one. So we're going to click, I don't know, wherever you want. We're going to click here. We're going to insert a citation, and we're going to say new source. Okay, and this one is from a website. All right, and you're going to type in the information that they have. It may be look a little bit different. By the time you're done, it's going to look like this. Okay, so it's going to look like this by the time you're done. Okay, all right. So do that and enter that citation. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to enter a manual page break. So you're going to click here at the very end of your document, okay? And you're going to go to Insert, and you're going to choose Page Break. And I'm going to undo it because I already had one. But it'll look like this if your non-printing character's on. If you click Home, you turn the non-printing characters on, you can see the page break. I'll be looking for that, and that's nice because that now we can put our Works Cited page on the last page. So we're going to type in Works Cited. Okay, and now we have to center that, so we're going to go to Center. Okay, we're going to click Enter. And we don't want the next part to be centered. So now we're going to enter our works cited page information. So we're going to go to References, and now we're going to go to Bibliography, which is the same thing as a works cited, and we're going to insert the bibliography, and it does it. Okay, so all those sources we've typed in, it put them in alphabetically, and it's formatted beautifully. You can see that we have this thing called a hanging indent. Okay, so I'm going to have you answer this question at the end. If you have to know how to put something into a hanging indent. So if they didn't do it automatically for us, what we'd do is we'd grab the second triangle and drag it over to the half-inch mark, so we have a hanging indent. Okay. All right, so that's it for now. Oh, no, it's not it for now because we have our questions. So let's go back to our spiel here. And so we've already done this. All right, so day quiz. And you should be able to do all this. And I'm adding one more. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do this. So write this down. I'm going to add one more. Ready to go.